my mom was sick my whole life, so she was always in her room, like, so I used to leave out. And that's how I ended up selling crack, you know. And while I was on the block, I had a series of customers and people that always pull up, but they'll always, you know, ask me. And I used to be like, no, just like as a child. But this particular day, my bond was low and I didn't have any more money. So
how much did he offer you for it?
first he offered me.
You say that you had your first child in prison?
Correct.
How does that work? Like, how does it work like when you have a child in prison?
When he came around, it was just abuse.
What type of abuse?
Physically, mentally, and sexually.
Sexually abused?
Yeah.
What age did that start?
Well, probably about 10 was the first time.
What did he do? Well, some people are going to say, hey, man, it's kind of messed up. You left him while he was having heart surgery.
Yeah.
What's your response to that?
I mean...
What's up, YouTube? Make sure you tap into my Instagram, @Marcus the Interviewer. I'm going to be posting some exclusive content like this stuff right here that you didn't get to see on YouTube. So tap in with me on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm doing better.
Better? Okay. So are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 35.
35?
Mm-hmm.
And so how long have you been homeless?
About 5 years now.
About 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
And so what was to happen 5 years ago that caused you to become homeless?
I lost my mom and my daughter, and I went through a divorce.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. And so I decided to leave the family home from verbal abuse and just try to start over fresh, you know.
Okay, the family home, is that here in Atlanta?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, man, 3 losses in a short period of time, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I get
Me
that.
devastated, and I had no one. My husband was against me, cussing me out, to my bitch go cook for everybody else, and my daughter had just died that morning.
How old was your daughter? I'm sorry to hear about that.
She was 3 months. She didn't wake up one day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So she was still an infant.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have other children?
Yeah.
Okay, how many kids do you have?
I have 3 left.
3 left? Okay. How old is the oldest? How young is the youngest?
15 and 11.
15, 11? Okay, so that means you had them kind of, 3 and within close range, basically.
Pretty much.
Okay. Same dad for those 3 or different dads?
Same dad.
Same dad?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the ex-husband as well?
Correct.
Okay. So was that his baby as well, the 3-month-old?
Yes.
Okay. Did y'all get divorced after or prior to your baby passing? After? Okay. Was the divorce a result of the baby passing? Was that like a major
For
part
me,
of it?
it was a bunch of years of being abused and doing drugs. He never wanted to change, and he just got more and more verbal abusive to me. So I got broke down as a woman. First of all, I didn't know my worth and value. And once me going through all those steps, and I feel like I found strength in God, so I'm like, what do I need you for? Except for somebody else to keep throwing weight on me. Like, I don't know what he was going through, but I know on my end, it just made me want to leave.
Drugs, are we talking about?
Coke.
Okay, so about cocaine?
Yeah.
Hard or soft?
Soft.
Powder form?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not crack or anything.
No, not crack.
Okay. All right. And so when did y'all get divorced?
I actually divorced him while he was on his, he had to have open heart surgery. And when he woke up, like, he tried to act like he loved me so much, but after him dogging me out like that, I just felt like his apology wasn't sincere, because when he was in the streets, he treated me like gum at the bottom of his shoe. But when he was in that bed vulnerable, he wanted to act like he loved me so much, and I know that he didn't, you know. Even when he had chances to show me some kind of love for me, like even when I'm pregnant with him, he was like, oh, you ain't got no excuse, you know. But I used to watch him treat other pregnant women.
Ain't got no excuse for what?
Like, let's say if I needed help, you know, like to bend over and pick up something, anything, he'll be like, you don't have any excuse why I can't do it on my own. But I'll watch him roll out the red carpet for other people's, as I call it, you know. And
how would that make you feel?
It made me feel like, why am I with you? Like, I gotta watch you be good to other people, and I'm the one having your children. Like, when I first got with him, he was staying with his mom. He didn't have anything, but we picked out our family home together. And my first child was 1, and now she's 15, been in the same house ever since. But
And so, is he around the same age as you, or is he older?
He's 15 years older than me.
He's 15 years older?
Yeah, I was with him from 20 to 30.
Okay, okay.
And, I left at 30 and filed for divorce.
Okay, okay.
And he put the kids, like, he used them as leverage. Just like right now, I can't see them unless I pay him some money because I'm not stable. I still don't have my own place due to my background and my criminal and my credit.
What's on your background?
I've been to prison before
How
I
many
had
years?
kids. I actually had my first child in prison. I just did 1 year. They gave me 5 to 1.
What was that for?
It was before I got into it with this guy and cut him because he jumped on me. And I just went on and pled guilty.
They didn't do
crime.
self-defense?
No, they didn't. I was pregnant at the time, but his baby mom wrote a statement for him. So they just went with what they said.
Okay. All right, so let's just start from the beginning. So, where you from?
Atlanta.
You from here?
Yeah.
Hey man, shout out that ATL, man. Shout it out, that big old Atlanta. What part of Atlanta you from?
They call it Southeast.
I know about Southeast, man.
Yeah, we say Zone 3, but it's
I'm
a
about to
police
say
station. I don't
Thomasville,
like
Zone 3, all that. Yeah,
I don't
man.
like to rep the police station because that's what we do in Atlanta for some
That's what.
reason.
Yeah. Wait, why do we do that?
I don't know, but I'm not trying to
It's
shout
Atlanta
out to,
thing. It's Atlanta
Zone 3
thing.
police station.
Hey man,
'cause
shout
they
out that
wasn't-
Zone 6,
They
man.
wasn't there for me.
Shout it out that East Side. Yes, sir. All right. All right. So growing up here in Atlanta,
Yeah.
did you have both mom and dad in the household?
No, just my mom.
Just mom. Dad, was he like active and present or pretty much non-existent?
I mean, he was around, but when he came around, it was just abuse.
What type of abuse?
Physically, mentally, and sexually.
Sexually abused?
Yeah.
What age did that start?
Well, probably about 10 was the first time.
What did he do?
He made me grab his penis, 10 years old.
Whew.
And then another time, he just like came in the room and I don't know what was going on, but I just heard him say, yeah, nut for daddy, something like that. And he blamed it on being high.
Did he have sex with you?
No, I ran away. I didn't do what he wanted me to do.
So he wanted to have sex with you?
Yeah. And I'm his only child. But now he's in prison. He got 30 years, not for that, but for something totally different. So he's been in jail ever since I was 15.
So wait, so hold on. So when that happened at 10, did you tell anybody?
No.
How do you think you felt at 10? Like, what do you think your thoughts? What up, boy? Y'all see Shay over there? What do you think your thoughts were?
I was confused and hurt at the same time, you know. And I just learned to hate men from that.
Whew. So I mean, that happening so young. What age did you end up losing your virginity?
At 17.
And so that was way later.
Yeah, that put fear in me. I didn't want sex from that. You know, I didn't want that.
So what was it that made that change at 17? You know, what was that made you kind of warm up to it?
Streets, money.
So you just needed money, basically.
Yeah, I tricked off for my first time.
Your first time having sex was tricking off?
Prostitution, yeah. Money was my first love, but not anymore. I didn't know any better. I didn't have any guidance. My mom didn't teach me anything. We was always left by ourselves. So
How many siblings do you have?
I'm 3 out of 4.
You say 3 out of 4?
Correct.
So you're the 3rd out of 4?
Correct.
Okay. Whew, man. When that stuff would happen with your dad, was you living with him at that point, or?
Visiting. My mom didn't have a place for us to go, so she was giving my dad a chance to be a father like he claimed he wanted to be. And he just took advantage of it.
Did all of your siblings have different dads, or?
Yes, we all got
All
different
had different dads?
Yeah.
Did he do any of that to any of your other siblings or anything like
My
that?
sister said that he did something with her, and I watched him slap my little brother and stuff like that.
What effect do you think that trauma had on you growing up and into your adulthood?
I would say that it made abuse more acceptable as I got an adult, and I really just didn't understand it. So I just had to go through the abuse that made it okay, and to understand that, you know, that's not what it's supposed to be.
Did any type of other sexual abuse happen to you?
Yeah, but it was around other people because my mom wasn't stable at all growing up.
Well,
so,
what age did that?
From far as back as I can remember, folks were showing me they dick and, you know, trying to have sex with me, and I always just tell them no. But everybody else was doing it.
What do you mean everybody else was doing it?
Like my age people, older than me, all of the kids, because my mom, she had to go stay with her friend, and her nieces and nephews and children were the ones that were abusing us because they had been abused. So
and we're talking about sexual abuse?
Correct.
What type of stuff would they do?
They would do things like keep showing you the dick, saying let's have sex. They already knew about sex because one of the cousins, well, I called them cousins because we was around the same age, but they're really not my cousins. But one of the cousins' mom boyfriend ended up raping one of the cousins, and so she wanted to have sex with all the other kids.
Wait. Say that again. What happened?
One of the children's mom's boyfriend raped the stepchild.
One of the kids. Right.
And so she would do it to the other kids, and then all of the older boys.
She meaning the stepmom?
No, meaning
the one that got
the daughter.
Okay.
Right.
What would she do?
She would start off hunching, and
like girls?
Girls and the boys.
And the boys?
Like, they'll be all in one room. Everybody will be in there naked. All the kids with kids, and they'll be doing what they want. Sex, every sex you can think of. I would just leave out because something in me always said no. I never agreed to do nothing. You know, I lost my virginity when I wanted to. I thank God for that.
Wow.
But everybody else was okay with it. They was doing it.
Who was it, do you think, that convinced you? I know that, you know, you did it for money, but as far as when you were 17, was that something that person convinced you to do it, or you just wanted to do it and you just found somebody to do it?
Because I was selling crack at that age on the block.
You were selling crack
at the Yellowstone.
Jesus Christ, at like 16, 17?
Yeah, because like I said, I didn't have a parent. My mom was sick my whole life, so she was always in her room. Like, so I used to leave out. And that's how I ended up selling crack, you know. And while I was on the block, I had a series of customers and people that always pull up, but they'll always, you know, ask me. And I used to be like, no, just like as a child. But this particular day, my bond was low and I didn't have any more money. So
how much did he offer you for it?
First he offered me $300, and then I kept telling him no, but as the weeks went by, he kept going up. And so eventually, when he got to $550, I jumped on it.
Okay, so all right. After that time period, it sounds like at some point we got with our ex-husband, right?
Yeah, I got
we had our first child at 20. When did you guys get together?
Before I went to prison, I knew him at 19.
Okay, and that's when y'all, you know, you got pregnant or whatever, and you say that you had your first child in prison?
Correct.
How does that work? Like, how does it work, like, when you have a child in prison?
Well, they took us to Atlanta Medical, and I almost had the baby before I got there because they don't rush or nothing for you. But once I got there, they chained me to the bed, and I stayed with her for one day, and then they waited till I left and called either a stranger to pick her up or a family member. And I was chained to the bed, and then I had to go back to prison when I got done.
What was your thoughts? I mean, how did that make you feel? Like,
well, I waited
hold
to
your
the
baby and
last
see it for a
moment
day.
to have my daughter because I knew I had to be separated from her. But that's also what made me choose, you know, to start doing right. Because it was my fault I was there, you know. Everything was my fault.
And you was there because of, you say assault.
Yeah.
Somebody tried. Now, why did somebody try to assault you? Was it like street related, basically?
No, we was in the same household, and really it was over some food. I don't want to be embarrassed about it, but the guy ate my food, and I was pregnant, and I'm like, why didn't you ask me?
Listen, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. If you want to see someone angry and upset, you make a black woman hungry, okay?
I'm like,
okay?
You buy your own
and
food,
listen,
bro.
on the exact opposite tip, if you want to see somebody go from angry, upset to happy and jovial, give a black woman some food, okay? She will be dancing, singing, and laughing and be your best friend.
Yes.
Okay?
Did that hurt?
No.
I got tattoos all over my body. I wouldn't do the face and neck.
It won't. It's all the same.
Okay.
All the same.
Thank you.
No problem.
I guess she didn't want to say excuse me. Well, she said excuse me to you, so.
Yeah.
All right, no worries. All right, so I get all that. I mean, basically, the relationship went on. You know, was there like any cheating or any infidelity or anything like that?
All that. I met his representative, the guy he wanted me to see, and I didn't know the real him. So yeah, I was straight. But the first time I had sex with him, I got pregnant because I was just getting out of prison. So, and I was in there a whole year.
Wait, you was just getting out of prison? What would you go to prison? What was you in prison for that time?
No, I only went once.
Okay.
I had my first child in prison.
Well, but that was with him though, right? Is he the dad of the first child?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, and so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so you guys were together. Did you ever cheat on him?
No, I'm not a cheater.
Okay, so you never cheated on him. So he was just basically being abusive and things like that. And you know, when he went down for surgery, say it was heart surgery.
Yeah. He had needed new valves and stems from all the coke.
Well, some people are gonna say, hey, man, it's kind of messed up. You left him while he was having heart surgery.
Yeah.
What's your response to that?
I mean, I don't feel bad about it. This man been left me, you know. He had been left me emotionally, physically, mentally. And so the only reason why I left him at that vulnerable state was because I didn't want him to try to kill me or hurt me, you know, and I knew that he didn't have the energy for it at that time. So I left when I had the clearance.
I get that.
You know.
As far as the kids right now, so you say that they live with him?
Yes.
And so, you know, like if I asked him about all this, or if he comes across this video on YouTube, what do you think his thoughts and his reaction is going to be? Is he going to call you a liar and say, she capped, she lying, let me tell you the truth?
People never take responsibility for what they done wrong, because if he did that, we would still be together. So I expect him to lie.
Okay. And so as far as the kids though, like they live with him, so why is he able to be stable and you're not?
Like I said, we picked out that family home, and a blessing came where he ended up getting a deed to that house because he was a family man. So he doesn't have to worry about rent.
Okay, so basically he owns that house.
He owns that house.
Whew. Okay. Is there any part of you that regrets leaving?
No, only my kids, but not me leaving.
How often do you get to see them?
He treats me like he's my baby mom, and it's important to whatever we have a agreement from our divorce, but he doesn't go by that.
So how often do you actually get to see them?
I really get them like, it's be the weekend or breaks and stuff like that.
And where do you take them to?
I will have to get a hotel or go to somebody's house, pretty much.
Okay. And so, you know, I mean, what are we doing? It's been 5 years, right? Mm-hmm. What are we doing to try to get ourselves out of this position?
Of course, I've been trying to get in programs since my background and my credit is getting me denied. I've been going through a series of denials, and my toughest thing is to just make sure that I'm not taking it harsh, to know that I tried, you know, and just keep going back at it again, you know, because I know that it takes 100 no's to get a yes. So I'm just remaining hopeful because I know that I left for a good reason. So I feel like it's going to work out eventually. But yeah, it's been 5 years, and I still don't have any stability yet, and I know it's because of my background situation. So.
Okay, well, I get it.
I feel like I made the right choice about leaving them in a family home instead of dragging
them
them
around.
Listen,
being abused and everything like that, you gotta get out of those situations. So I get it. Well, listen, if any, on that note, right? If anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yes, I have Cash App, and I'm on Facebook as well.
What's your Facebook?
New Diamond.
New Diamond?
Yeah.
Okay, just spelled
New
like how it sounds?
Yep, New Diamond.
Okay, and then what about your Cash App?
My Cash App is $CandyLady100.
Okay, just how it sounds, no funny spellings?
No funny spelling.
All right. Well, listen, we really appreciate you, all right? And we definitely wish you nothing but the best out here.
Thank you.
Make sure you have a good one, all right,
You
sweetie?
too.
All right.